Hey Wastelanders, this is Gary and I'm back from the last Ranger, and I'm going to go over the second knife I got from with Armour. I picked up this knife at White Mountain Knives along with this knife. You should have already seen, but first impressions, I ended up liking this one a little bit more than that one. When I carry this knife, I'll give you a much more in-depth detail on how I like it, but this is a first impression. Let's get on it. Okay, let's this knife is called the WAR 081BK. Okay, according to White Mountain Knives, it is called the Hawk-Eye. And it was $37.99, about $2 cheaper than the other one. Like I said, I mentioned, I really like this one because it has a really strong detent. It's a very good detent. And initially I wanted this one. I just picked up this one secondary because I really liked this blade shape, and I liked how the milling in the middle was handled. I don't like the knife or the branding on the knife, but anyway, that reminded me of it. I think it reminded me of a Launch 13. I know that I don't have a Launch 13 in front of me, but it's not the same, but it just reminded me of it. I really like the simplicity, like the G10 weight relief going on, because it's not as heavy as this. I think I weighed it in my last video, but I'll weigh it again just for the hell of it. I think it was at 3.5 ounces. Yeah, 3.53 ounces, and it just is. It feels. Let's check the blade just for the hell of it. I think at White Mountain Knives they said 3.75 or no, 3.5. So the cutting edge is about 3.5. Overall, the knife is like a little, an eighth of an inch longer than that, but it's not bad. All right. Yeah, I really dig this the center of the blade. I dig this milling in there, and overall the shape. I think this knife is quite sexy, and then they ruin it with all the billboarding on the blade. So they want to tell you it's a 6-point hardness, D2 steel, blah blah blah. Oh man, I need a magnifying glass. Okay. I still can't read it. But if you can read it, that's the maker's mark, maybe? But anyway, I found this the grip is very comfortable. It's very comfortable indeed. And the clip is, I mean, isn't as designy as this clip or this knife, and there's not a lot of room in there. They use the mushroom tip screws, so I'll let you know how easy it is to get it in the pocket when I carry it. But overall, I really like it. A nice generous lanyard hole. It feels comfortable and it feels solid in the grip. Like I said, it reminds me of the Launch 13 for some reason. Is a little bit more designy of pivot too. Overall, I like this knife I'm holding better than this, even in the looks department. It's a, oh, I should have shown you, it flips out perfect, and it's drop shutty, and it's on bearings too, of course. This is not drop shutty, but this knife is. This knife has a best action. I mean, for a budget knife, it's a really good action. But like, I think I hinted about how this knife came to me in this video. So this knife was literally soaked in oil. There was oil. I think they just dropped the knife in a vat of oil and then they took it out and they just inserted it in the plastic bag and then inside the condom and just shipped it, because when I opened it up, the knife oil was just running out of the package. So I had to spend maybe 10 minutes cleaning it up. I didn't take it apart, but I just went over it with a cloth and cleaned up all the oil. And maybe that's why it's a good flipper, because they just drenched it in oil. But I think it's a good flipper because, yeah, it has you can even see the flipper tab has jimping. That one doesn't have a jimping, and you need the jimping because it's quite. I don't know if I have ever measured pivot strength, but it has a pivot strength like a ZT 308 that I have. That's quite. That pivot's hard to flip open too. So when you engage it, it will rock it out of your hands or rock it out of the handle. And it's really drop shutty too. So I really like this knife. Yeah, I like the looks of it. So, you know, the Wharncliffe feature of the Launch 13, it has that initial black on the blade coming out, and then it goes to a satin, and it sinks below in the knife handle before the end of the knife handle, because the blade's actually long. But yeah, anyway, if you know the looks of a Launch 13, you'll see the resemblance of it. And let's see if it's centered. Perfectly centered. And you see the knife comes all the way, almost all the way to the edge. I think this reminds me, I don't particularly like the clip from the Launch 13, and initially I'm thinking I won't like this, but I have to wait and see if it slips in and out of pocket very easily. It's very tight. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I like this knife. I really like the looks of it. I'm thinking about doing, when my drawing ends for the 400 giveaway, of just offering this knife too, or both, as substitutes. I'll give the winners an opportunity to select whichever knife they want, first place and second place. But because I think this knife is worthy of a giveaway, not as a bad thing, as a good thing. So all right, well, this is the first impressions, and You know, I'll try to follow up within a week or so and give you more information how I like it. But initially, I really like this knife. I like it more than this. I like it more than this because it's a great flipper too. I don't know. I think this was a good purchase. This is an iffy purchase, and I think I say iffy because I think the knife is too heavy, and secondly, I couldn't get the damn pivot open. This is nice and lightweight, great flipper. Probably this blade's cooler looking than this blade, but I like this blade too. Take care, Wastelanders. Bye bye.